Unlike humans, AI doesn't get tired, distracted, or overwhelmed by alert fatigue. Sure, you can completely automate your threat response, and there are absolutely positively no known situations where that has ever backfired, like Skynet and Terminator. So I think we shouldn't kid ourselves. As cyber threats grow more advanced, often leveraging AI themselves, the defensive playbook must evolve too. So AI equips organizations with the tools to anticipate, counter, and outsmart attackers, even when the attackers use AI themselves. And this is quickly escalating into a game of cat and mouse. It's like an AI arms race, if you will. I think in the future, pen testing will be an ongoing, constant staple. An AI system can perform constant reconnaissance, such as probing for vulnerabilities by accessing data logs, traffic patterns, user behaviors. And this gives your security teams the chance to block the attacker's progress before they even launch their payload. Think, for example, the MGM hack. Remember that? That was a phone call. You won't even need a talented voice actor anymore. AI voice can fill in. Just look at ChatGPT's advanced voice model. It has human voice tics built in. Sarcastic snickering, breathing, hesitation, filler words like, well, like, okay, well. So phishing emails already utilize offensive AI, generating communications with convincing language or mimic legitimate user behavior. Defense AI can counter this by spotting discrepancy in login patterns, unusual word usage, even detect anomalies because it knows that the recipient rarely communicates with the sender. So this can then flag attacks far more efficiently. The only thing, and I'm not sure if this fits here, the only thing that really concerns me is I just read an article that researchers from the University of Chicago have demonstrated that AI can predict crimes a week in advance at an accuracy rate of 90%. And I don't need Tom Cruise to tell me that's a bad idea.
Just made this call a lot more fun with the movie references. So
another movie reference that might be relevant here. You've all seen Sneakers?
Yep.
My voice is my passport. Identify me. Yep. That world, that's the world we're living in, right? Voice cloning, identity attacks. It's more important than ever, to your point, Sebastian, inserting likes and ums and ahs. Like that's one of the first, sort of hokey ways of beating the Turing test is you spell things, right? And people are like, well, computers surely wouldn't do that, right? So on a superficial level, all of these things start to look more and more like the person. But what you really need is to be able to do a deep dive on, the behavior, the patterns of access. Like, is it normal for a person to be doing such and such with these resources at this time from this location? All of this is information that you have to extract, then correlate with other, detections and actions and context. And, it's clear why the defender's dilemma is so prevalent, right? So it's a massive job.
By the way, at least as I see it, AI is the future of media. And human brains are going to be getting used to the fact that the news you're watching, the video you're watching, anything you're doing in terms of communication may be done via a kind of bot, which looks totally normal. And in a way, our brains will be trained to refer to this as normal communication. You won't be able to know that. And we are already seeing that in terms of the attacks that we are detecting, when fraudsters are using the AI with a randomization element into it. So you can make the same picture, the same situation, the same ID document and face be in an infinite number of iterations in terms of never ever any organization or any person will see exactly the same. And this is kind of is very difficult for traditional detection systems because they are looking for patterns of repetition. Have I seen that face, but in a different ID? Have I seen, etc.? And it won't happen again. Now, if AI is going to be the bulk of media. You're going to be attacked, so to speak, or can be attacked 24/7, exposed to any channel, whether it's about your money or the news you're reading or the bank you're talking to, etc. So we're getting into an immersive AI, having to basically watch your back. And I haven't even counted in the age of IoTs that will eventually come in, and an IoT is a device that's you. Okay, it's your IoT, so it identifies you. So the amount of data that will be 24/7 poured into the network, you'll have no alternative but to have some kind of mechanisms working all day long for all those channels, trying to detect anomalies.